All right, so the question is, what's faster, an 18-inch roller or a 9-inch roller? and there's a very few occasions that an 18-inch roller is faster than a 9-inch, but most of the time, a 9-inch is going to be much faster than an 18-inch because you don't need to jump around. You can completely do everything with a 9-inch roller. Where when you have an 18-inch, you got to do part of an 18-inch, then you have to go back to a 9-inch, or you have to use a 7-inch. You got to do something else to get the tight areas, like this corner, for instance. You do a house, almost every house has a corner just like this one, right here. Are you gonna fit an 18-inch roller in here? No. You gonna get an 18-inch roller up in this corner? No. The other thing is, when you use an 18-inch roller, the frame sticks out on the edge, like right here. You have double size frame on both sides. So you're gonna have, instead of having you can roll this edge right tight to the wall, okay? So you got less cut in. With the 18-inch roller, you're gonna have a 4-inch cut all around everything. So your cutting time is gonna be slower. Yeah, you might save money on rolling, maybe save time on rolling, but you'll make up for it way more. What's faster, cutting or rolling? You tell me. Cutting is slower than rolling all the time. Rolling is much faster than cutting. That's why they have rollers instead of brushes. Okay, otherwise, back in the old years ago, guys used to use 6-inch brushes, and that's what they used to do everything. They didn't use a roller. Roller was something invented later. Rollers are faster than brushing. Okay, that's the whole idea. So the more that you can do with a roller, the faster you're going to be. So let's look at the other alternatives. The guys go, well, okay. Well, I do all my 18-inch rolling, and I use a setup just like this. It's a Slim Jim roller, or a nice extra thick microfiber Slim Jim, which are better than the regular ones. Okay, and I'll use a nice big brush, or probably most of the guys that use an angle tip brush, not the right tool for the wall. Okay, so they're going to have all these tools to work. Okay, you're working with a roller, you're working with a brush. You have all these tools in the same bucket. You always end up with paint on the handle of your brush. What happens if you have paint on the handle of your brush? You get it on the door handles of the house. You get the paint ends up everywhere. You have to cover a lot more. So you're wasting time. This right now, take this, save this for another day. You use your brush, dip it, tap it, and then do all your cut in. So now you got a tighter area to cut in. You have less time spent cutting in. That's where you're going to save your money. It's not the rolling time that you're going to save money on. It's less to clean up. It's less that you do a tighter job. You get all the corners and edges are done all in one shot. It's just faster to use a 9-inch roller. I've had guys go, oh yeah, I'll beat you. I got a 9-inch roller. Okay, you paint these 2 bedrooms. I'll paint these 2 bedrooms. I'm done in half the time. You tell me. Okay, that's the whole deal. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys that use 18-inch rollers. You need to really rethink what you're doing, because you're spending too much time on the second process. Doing the rolling, you'll do a little bit faster, but going through and doing your fine work, you're going to spend a lot more time, because I can roll this corner right here so tight that I barely just need to run my brush one stroke and I've got it completely covered. So you can't do that with an 18-inch roller. Let's talk about the other disadvantages to the 18-inch roller. Number one, if I'm using this bucket right here, and I've got paint only into about, I've only got, I'm never going to have my paint all the way up to the top, right? I've got paint down to here. What's the chances of me sloshing paint over the top? Very little, right? With an 18-inch setup, you have those big heavy trays, okay? They come in with the rollers on them. Guy go, oh, they have rollers on the wheel, so it's faster. I can roll it around. Yeah, you roll it, and then the paint sloshes up and goes over the side. Where does it end up? On the ground, all over the place, okay? This, you can just kick it around with your foot. I can set this up like this. Now I have this set up here. If you have a Wooster setup, you want to use this. Okay, I use a Wooster roller only. And then it's locked in, straighter, faster. use this, pull out my wall, okay, kick my bucket along. Is it going to tip over? Very unlikely. I do it all the time. I can pick it up and move it. I can take it up the stairs a lot faster. If you're doing a 2-story house, you take this up the stairs faster than you can an 18-inch setup. You're going to be painting corners and edges, and I mean, most of your work in a house is going to be corners and edges. There's less flat open areas than there is corners and edges. So if you can do the corners and edges faster by using a 9-inch roller, you're going to be faster every time. All right, so you guys who use an 18 might want to give it a shot. Let's talk a little bit more about some of the other problems with 18-inch rollers. Another one of them, so I say you're rolling texture, you're rolling even a flat wall. Who has a level 5 finish on their drywall? You guys know what a level 5 finish is? Level 5 finish is a perfectly smooth piece of drywall where there's no waves in it. It's basically perfect. And when you have an 18-inch roller, because it's wider, you end up with cat eyes. So you'll have your roller will be touching here, it'll be touching here, it'll be voided in the middle. You'll end up with cat eyes in your work. You'll have little spots where it's missed, skid marks, cat eyes, whatever you want to call it. Holidays, you end up with a lot more of that with an 18-inch roller. So the amount of money, the amount of time that you save using it, you spend in doing other things. And in addition to that, you're going to spend another 20% more. So it's about 20% slower to use an 18-inch roller than use a 9 in most cases. Now, sometimes it can be good to use an 18-inch roller. So let's say you have an office that has no switch plate covers. Okay, there's nothing. Okay, you have, it's just straight walls, or maybe it's a tilt-up building or something like that. That could save you money and time, but it's going to work out your body a lot more. You have a lot more weight you're moving. You are going to be slower because of that. So, you know, it's a balance. You're losing one thing, you're gaining something else, typically, and then you also have to have that whole setup in your truck. It takes up more space in your truck to bring all the 18-inch roller stuff with you. And, you know, by the time you add up all those things, you know, you're losing money. That's just the way it is. You know, I learned this from other guys that in California, nobody uses 18-inch rollers, and we have more painting to do than anywhere else in the United States. So nobody uses them because they're slower. Everybody that tried them, they're like, no, I'm faster with a 9-inch, because they've been using 9 inches first. When guys go with 18-inch and they switch to a 9-inch, that's when they think that it's faster to be with an 18-inch. Until you use a 9-inch for all the time and you don't use an 18-inch anymore, you're going to go, oh yeah, I get it now. It's faster. Okay. So anyway, just thought I'd just compare the two. Talk to you in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe.